Okay, that was the first clip. Many people saw that. Um, I looked at some of those comments
Mm-hmm.
on this lady's particular TikTok, and black men didn't feel sorry for you. A lot of them were like basically good, not good in a
Good way.
nice way.
Mm-hmm.
So they were like, haha, this is what being Miss Independent Divas Queen, this is what it is, isn't it? That's what
Mm-hmm.
you get, right? And then because I don't like to always react to the first time I see something, I like
Mm-hmm.
to
Wait.
give it a
Yeah.
little time and see the full context of the story. But in saying that, there was a follow-up clip of someone that was initially at the mixer, and in the follow-up clip, which we're going to play you in a second, there was actually men there. So we'll play you that clip and then we'll come back.
Of men showed up for this
I
event.
sent it in the comments.
It's sad when you have to sell your soul for life and views.
I posted this video and I explained that that was at the beginning when I had first arrived. And it was actually a great event, but you guys ran off with the narrative. That's crazy.
Say this. Let's start with this. You've seen the clips. Is winter coming for black women? Women in general, but particularly black women. Is winter coming?
Yes, winter is most definitely coming. Um,
Mm.
I think it's kind of obvious,
Okay.
kind of obvious. Um, you know, things have been happening for years. It's just been progressing. Things have been getting worse and worse. Is that a word? Worse? Anyway.
Okay. Let's say this. Okay. Let's say this, right? So the first clip.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think this lady done it on purpose
No.
to get attention, because most people will say no, she's getting attention. I just think it was timing. I think that she showed up to the mixer and basically nobody was there. But after a period of time, people showed up. But I still stand on the point that I think winter is coming for women in general, particularly black women. And this is a sign of the times to come.
Mm-hmm.
I still stand on the first clip as far as they weren't sorry for you. And what kind of men go to mixers? Because would those men even have been good enough for those kind of women?
I don't think a lot of men go to mixers like that. I
Mm.
think it's more a woman's thing, to be honest with you. I don't ever think that there's really a great percentage of men that even go to
But
mixers.
that might work in the favor of the man. So if I'm a dude and go into the mixer, the lady said there was about 27 men
Mm-hmm.
that showed up. It felt like there was 10.
Mm-hmm.
We'll tag something up there um, because she was getting a little bit of backlash for saying she was clout chasing, right? But the thing is this: if there's 100 women there and 27 men, that works in my favor.
Yeah.
Because damn. But at the same time, if you're at a mixer and the stereotype is queens, divas, Miss Independent, I'm strong kind of woman, right? If I'm not six figures, I'm not 6 feet tall, if I don't have certain things, degrees, yada yada yada, is there even any point in going? What's the point?
That's true. What
Mm.
is the point? When women have these crazy expectations and criterias and you're not being realistic, how are you supposed to even get a man? So it doesn't matter whether it's at a mixer or somewhere else, how are you supposed to get him? You're not being realistic with the things that you need or want. You just want the okay. Obviously, we're hypergamous. I get it. We want the best of the best. We
Yeah.
want to have our cake and eat it. Yes, we do. Anybody does. But we also have to be very realistic as well. In regards to like the comments of black guys saying oh good and
Uh-huh.
you know, in
They,
regards
they
to
done a
that,
Nelson.
yeah. In regards to that,
Yeah.
I understand where they're coming from because just like they've experienced black females, you know, bashing men, calling them out their name, saying they ain't ish. I don't need no man, and
Now
all the rest of
that's
it.
what I'm saying. So now it comes back to haunt you, innit?
That's what. There you go. So that's where I'm going with it.
But hold on, some people argue what men did show up.
Okay, but
Where do you stand on that part?
there's
Yeah.
okay. Look, 20 men, 100 women. It doesn't really add up, does it?
Plus, throw in the mix the kind of men that go to those mixes.
Exactly. Were those 20 men the type of men you would even go for? It is not a big option, like you said.
So you're gonna take a shot in the dark, and you're gonna say those men that went there, or men that generally go to mixes, are not the kind of men that most women want.
Yeah. Yeah. They're not. I wouldn't
don't
say
know.
there was.
Have
I
you-
don't think they
Have
was.
I been to a mixer? I don't
I've
know.
never been to a mixer.
Yeah.
I haven't needed to go to a mixer. So
Okay, cocky.
no, I'm just saying it's the truth. I haven't gone. I've never been. Well, anyway, as I was saying before, black men have, you know, they're saying how they feel in it, as in like,
We haven't been able to voice our opinions without shaming, sign language.
insults, exactly. So, okay, this is how it is. This is my opinion.
Mm.
This is to black women. Now, not all of you, obviously, but a lot of you will bash men. Like I said, call men names, black men. Okay, you say you want a black man, but then you call them names, bash them, insult them, say they ain't ish, say you don't even need them. Then when it comes to going on mixes and whatever else there is, this is you attempting to try and get a man. But why?
The very same men you say you don't want.
Why would that man want to be with women who are rude, disrespectful? I'm not saying all, like I said before, rude, disrespectful,
some.
saying I don't need no man. What man is going to want a woman that does that or says that?
That's true. And the men that accept bad behavior are generally men that those women or any women, most women don't want. Okay, let's switch gears somewhat. Let's talk about the gender war between black men and black women. And people, put in the comments, do you believe there's a gender war between black men and black women? I'm going to say yes, there is one. And I'm going to I have quite a few questions and just some points. People, you can answer some of these. Feel free to answer some of these yourself. Now, what's my first one? Some women showed up with their best lace front, but they still couldn't get the man. Nobody cared. Men have been saying for years, we want natural hair. We want our sisters to take off the weaves. And I know I offended so many of them just saying that.
Trigger alert.
But we've been saying we want natural hair. They don't listen. But then you're a replica, a bad version of Becky. I may as well go for the real thing. What's your thoughts on that? On natural hair? What, like, people put in the comments, what's your thoughts also? I'm going to try to go through some of these as quick as I can, but what's your thoughts on natural hair?
Well, obviously, okay, I'm not going to beat around the bush and act like I've never worn a weave before. I've worn weave, I've worn extensions. I've never worn a wig, but I've worn weave back in the day. I have. I'm not going to lie. I have. And to be honest with you,
what would you use for?
I've done that before too. When your head is itching, yes, I have done that too. Yes, I have. So that has happened. My opinion on it, I don't wear weave anymore. I've worn extensions, plaits.
So the men that you say you want say they want women with natural hair.
Or I am natural.
Don't you think that you should do what the men want instead of saying, I don't need no man, or I do as I want, but you're not getting the outcomes that you want?
Well, that's very obvious. But yeah.
So ladies, are you gonna go natural for your man, or the men you say you want, Or are you just gonna say, "Take me as I am"?
Well, by saying take me as I am, they're not taking you because you're not, doing the things that they like. They said they want natural hair. You're
Mm.
giving them lace fronts and weaves and whatever else.